All right, let's go ahead and get started. Where am I? Here we go. All right. Uh-oh. All right, y'all. So these are the fatal ending DUIs, hit and runs. Been holding on to these for a while because, again, I try not to play stuff like this in the morning time. So the first one we're watching is woman laughs after killing 2 kids in a DUI crash. And then I at least want to get to the Amazon driver that did a hit and run and kept delivering packages. And he tried to lie, but it wasn't working. Okay, so but we're gonna start with her, and trigger warning is it does end fatally, and obviously you see this family you're gonna kind of see grieving. The other one is just what they talk about and what they see on the front of the car. All right, we may have more after that. If you don't like talking, the videos will be linked in the description box. You don't have to listen to me. I take no offense. So we're gonna get started.
No, you're lying. This is a dream. This is a fucking dream right now, bro. Please wake me up. Please, I'm begging you, wake me up.
Losing a child is an unbearable pain that no one would wish even on their worst enemy. But for Brian, this nightmare became a reality when a drunk woman sped through the Swan Boat Club's parking lot and crashed into its hall, where his wife, 2 toddlers, and 12-year-old son were celebrating a 2-year-old's birthday party. The woman driving the car was identified as 66-year-old Marcella. When her vehicle crashed into the building, the impact threw everyone across the room, and the little kids, Zane and Alana, were tragically run over. At first, everyone thought a bomb had gone off, but as the dust settled, they realized it was a car that had burst through the event hall wall. Those who were unharmed began searching for the toddlers and rescuing others trapped in the debris when they discovered that Zane was pinned under the vehicle. In an effort to free him, the car had to be lifted, and he was brought outside, but he was in a life-threatening condition. Amid the chaos, Brian's wife, Mariah, and his 12-year-old son, Jaden, were still missing. And the worst part was that Brian had no idea about the tragedy yet, as he hadn't been at the party.
Okay. The firefighters are coming right over here. They're on their way.
Take care of the baby first. Yeah. Take care of the baby first.
Which one?
Her. Right there.
Man, can you come up?
And just look at her. I've watched this one before. Watched it by myself. They did have me crying. I was bawling on this one. The fact that she is sitting there in that chair after that's her car, then she's sitting here in her chair, in this chair in the party where these babies are pinned under the car, and I would have punched her at minimum, and she would not be getting to sit comfortably in there. I know they're trying to do life-saving stuff first, so they're probably not even thinking about that. But I feel like me or somebody with me would think the violent part, and she gonna have something leaking out of her if she gonna be sitting in that chair while my kids or my family or the kids of my friends are pinned beneath her car. It's no way you gonna sit there in that chair calmly.
With me just for a second. Are you driving? Are you driving the car? Can you come with me just for a second? You okay?
Yeah.
Sit up.
I passed out.
Are you okay?
I think so.
Okay.
Where are you going with her?
Over towards my car.
Okay.
What happened?
I passed out.
Okay. Have you been feeling ill or anything like that?
Yes.
Were you here for the party?
No.
What were you out here at the boat club for? Are you a member?
I was just coming down here. Oh my gosh, this is terrible.
Have you been drinking it all today?
A little bit, yes.
Okay. When's the last time you had something to drink?
Probably half an hour ago.
Half an hour ago. What do you drink?
Wine.
Wine? Okay. Have it. What's your name, hon?
Marcella.
Marcella what? Listen, okay, you don't have any weapons on you, do you?
No.
All right, I'm just going to leave you back here just for a little bit, okay?
Okay.
All right. Do you need to see any medical attention right now?
I don't think so.
Okay. I'm going to roll down this window over here just to get you some air, okay?
Just guy down the street?
Yes, sir.
The guy also hit his car. Whoever was driving hit his car down the street too.
Okay.
So this guy was out of here. Yeah, this guy was out of here.
Okay. We'll take care of it. It's going to be just a little bit before we can
I'm
get to
not,
you.
I'm just saying that.
Okay. I appreciate it.
Is anybody in there?
In here?
I don't know.
Is anybody in here? I don't think that.
Okay. Alrighty. So what's going on today?
Not too much. I went out to lunch with some friends and I came back and came down to the boat club and I drove up to the boat club and that's the last thing I remember.
1 second. Just because you're in handcuffs, I got to read you this, okay?
Okay.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. Do you wish to speak to me?
Pardon?
Do you wish to speak to me? Like, do you want to have a...
No, I'm good.
Like, do you want to talk or no?
Oh, I'm just hoping no one was hurt.
Oh, sure. So can I talk to you?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So what happened today? Where were we at today?
I went to lunch with some friends.
Okay, about what time was that?
Noonish.
Where was that at?
At Vernus.
At Verna's? What'd you drink there? Did you drink water, pop? Anything?
I had a glass of wine.
I forgot how much she pisses me off in this one. I remember the sad feelings. I forgot about the angry feelings. Yes, BRB, she is so casual.
Just one glass of wine?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, so you have one glass of wine at Verna's. After that, what happens? You leave at noon. Where do you go?
Came home.
What do you do when you get home?
I just came home and just kind of chilled out and was waiting for my husband to get up. He was taking a nap.
Okay. Did you drink anything else there? Did you take any medication or anything?
No, I didn't even get a drink down here because I never made it this far.
Okay.
Marcella was not only lying about how much she had been drinking that day, but also about having passed out when the crash occurred, something that would soon come to light. At the scene, a few people approached the breezeway where the car had come to a stop, finding Jaden and Mariah in very critical condition, as the impact had thrown them to the opposite side of the building. Mariah was drifting in and out of consciousness and was immediately taken to the hospital, where she slipped into a coma. Jaden was airlifted to another hospital, as he was bleeding profusely, and every second was a matter of life and death.
Okay. And then where were you driving to?
Just from Vernus to here.
To here? What were you coming here for?
Home.
You're going from Verna's to home?
Yeah.
And you left Verna's at noon?
Yes.
Okay. But then you said you went home first?
I'm home here.
Oh, okay. So you were trying to go from Verna's to home?
Yes.
How long were you at Verna's then?
Maybe an hour, not even that long.
Okay. So you made no stops between Verna's and here?
No.
And when did you go to Verna's again?
About noon.
About noon. Okay. This is a preliminary breath test. If she can...
It's like you would think that she didn't see the harm she caused. She was sitting in the middle of it. I'm looking and they're not even playing the sound from that video, and I can tell people are screaming, crying, terrified. People are hurt. I mean, just look at what she did, and she is so drunk. And I ain't gonna say just drunk because y'all will see her later. She has, to me, no remorse. There's no remorse in this woman at all. So drunk or not, she just doesn't care. She just doesn't want to be held accountable.
Law requires that you submit to a preliminary breath analysis upon request of a peace officer. Your refusal to submit as requested shall result in you being charged with a civil infraction with a penalty of up to a $100 fine. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay, so it's a preliminary breath test. I just want to see where you're at with your alcohol level. If you have one glass of wine, it's going to be really low, okay?
Okay.
So just go ahead and blow like you're blowing a balloon, okay? Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Thank you.
I just want to make sure everything is okay.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh my gosh, that was so scary.
Do you remember what happened when you were going around here?
No, not really. I pulled into the parking lot and I thought I was driving up to the boat club, and evidently I was driving right into the pavilion.
When you got to the parking lot, what happened?
I don't remember.
You don't remember?
I don't remember.
Okay. After this parking lot, you don't remember anything?
I don't.
Okay. Okay. I think that's all the questions I have for you now. Deputy Schmidt's gonna take you over from here, okay? So on a scale of 0 to 10. 0 being like you're stone cold sober, you can drive perfectly. 10 being you're passed out drunk. Where do you think you're at right now?
7.
A 7? Okay. Do you think you're okay to drive?
I wouldn't want to drive. No.
You wouldn't let you drive?
No.
Okay. Okay, just give me 1 second, okay? Sorry, my phone's ringing. I think it's going to be my boss.
All right.
I apologize.
Marcella would later go on to deny everything she had told the officer in a subsequent interview, but one of the police reports included a statement from her husband who revealed that she was an alcoholic and that it had been a serious problem in their relationship. The host of the party, Kristen, Mariah's best friend since they were 5 and also her children's godmother, had organized the party for her 3-year-old son. She was the first to find Alana after the crash, and what she saw was something no parent should ever have to witness.
Are you familiar with Mariah Dodds?
Yes, I am.
How are you familiar with her?
We have been best friends since we were 5.
Are you familiar with her children?
Yes, they're my godchildren.
Was Mariah invited to the party?
Yes, she was.
Did anything out of the ordinary happen then?
Yeah, there was very loud, what sounded like a bomb, and I was right by the door, so I ran in, and it looked like a bomb at that point. I didn't know what happened. There was just my son and his cousins right in the doorway. There was just debris everywhere. Then I seen one of the little girls got put on top of the bar because she was thrown behind it. And so I got her off the bar and set her down. Then I seen Marcella coming around the side of her car. I grabbed her and I started yelling at her. And somebody yelled, "There's a kid under the car." So I told her to pop her trunk so we could get a jack. I could smell alcohol on her. I kind of realized like she just drove her car into the building. So at that point I told her just to get the F away from me, and I threw her down.
You testified just a moment ago that at some point people started yelling, "There's a kid under the car." What did you do as it related to that?
I seen Zane. He was underneath the driver's side wheel well of the car. And he was reaching out. So when they lifted, I got underneath it and pulled him out, put him on my lap, and the back of his head was bleeding. And his arm was just kind of limp and all bloody. And he had blood on his shirt and his face. But I asked him if he knew who he was, and he said, "Yeah, Z." And I said, "You know who I am?" He said, "Yes, God, Mom." Somebody yelled, "Tweety, there's another." I handed Zane to my sister and tried to go back under for Alana.
And what did you see when you got to the breezeway?
In the door frame, Alana was wedged in between it. But she was already gone. She was blue and discolored.
Despite her own shock and grief, Kristen did everything she could to help Mariah and her children, guiding first responders to where they were. Tragically, little Alana had lost her life from the initial impact, and baby Zane passed away in the ambulance from his injuries. When Brian received word of the accident, he rushed to the scene, unaware.
I had to I'm taking a break. She gonna get me again, and then the dad, they're gonna show him just now. Oh, this woman needs to be under the jail. And then imagine the guilt that the friend who is testifying is feeling right now because she threw the birthday party. Man, they're gonna get me again.
Aware of the full extent of the tragedy, it was only when an officer informed him that 2 of his young children had not survived and that his wife and eldest son were on ventilators that the devastating reality began to sink in.
Oh my God! Oh my God! No! I'm begging you! I'm f***ing begging you! Come on. Come on, bro. No! Not me! Not me! Come on, bro. I didn't do nothing. I haven't done nothing. I haven't done nothing, bro. No. 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 You're lying. This is a dream. This is a fucking dream right now, bro. Please wake me up. Please, I'm begging you, wake me up. No. 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 No, right now. He's lying, bro. Please, he's lying. Bro, please. Please, he's lying. Please tell me he's lying. Please. No way! They just was with me! No, bro, he's lying. He's lying. Bro, he's lying. I'm begging you. He's lying, Mike, he's lying, bro. I'm telling you right now. I was just with him. Stop it. He's lying. Bro, I'm telling you. No, stop. He's lying. I'm telling you to your face. He's lying, bro. He's lying. Bro, listen. No. He's lying. Listen. Stop. He's lying. He's lying, bro. He's lying.
Okay. Listen to me. Just listen to me.
I can't breathe.
Mariah needs you right now. Listen. Everybody needs you right now.
Not my little boy. They went to a birthday party. I know.
All ready. We're all done now.
Okay,
Yes, ma'am. You need some help?
can you take these off right now?
Yeah, sure.
I'm not gonna run away.
I trust you.
I'm not gonna run away.
I know. I trust you're not going anywhere. But when we do leave here, I gotta put them back on when we go to the jail. That's just policy procedure.
That's fine.
You gonna lose your pants? I don't want you to fall.
No, I don't want to fall.
I'm gonna try to hold you up here, okay?
Okay.
We might bump into each other, but that's all right.
That works.
They'll bury her.
She took both of them.
Bro.
She took both of them.
No. Listen.
I can't do this life anymore, Mike.
No.
I can't do it right now, Mike.
I can't have you like that, bro.
Look what he just did to me. Look what he did to me.
Don't do that, bro.
Look what he did to me.
Don't do that,
Mike,
bro.
don't tell me. Don't tell me. Look what he did to me. Look what he did to me, bro.
He didn't do that. God didn't do that. That drunk bitch did that, bro. God didn't do that. That drunk bitch did that. She decided to do that stupid shit, bro.
To lose almost your entire family in a single day is a heartbreak beyond comprehension. Yet Marcella treated the situation as if it meant nothing. Even during her interview, she showed no guilt and repeatedly told officers that she had only had one drink before the accident.
So we know you're at Verna's at 12:10, and then you say you go to the boat club, right to the boat club. That's not exactly accurate, because I have surveillance footage of you at the boat club at 3 o'clock.
I don't know. I know that the party started at 3 o'clock, the birthday party. So I was there a little bit before that.
Do you have any children?
No.
No?
I may have stopped home just to check on my husband to see what he was up to. So I could have.
Okay. And if you stopped home, would it be common that you had another glass of wine?
I don't believe so, no.
No? How often do you drink?
I was drinking quite a bit there, but I've kind of switched.
She's such a liar. She's an alcoholic. She's such a liar. And when she got out of that car, and at no point does she actually register what she did to these people. I have thoughts that I just can't say on YouTube, but I can't say it, but
over, and I'm doing a free now.
What's a free?
It's alcohol free.
And you know you crashed into the building, right?
I know.
Do you know what happened?
I do not know. Again, I just had one glass at Verna's.
Do you drink hard liquor?
No.
Vodka?
No.
Beer?
No.
Surveillance footage from Marcella's house clearly shows her drinking a few hours before leaving, a detail that was also highlighted by the sergeant in court. As a result, while backing out of her driveway to meet her...
Look at how she's walking out of her house. And Noir Angel, you just called it. She said she was so drunk, she forgot she had cameras in her house. Look at how she's walking out of this house.
Footage from Marcella's house clearly shows her drinking a few hours before leaving, a detail that was also highlighted by the sergeant in court. As a result, while backing out of her driveway to meet her husband, Marcella struck her neighbor's car and then sped off toward the...
Hold on, let me move my bubble because the neighbor's car, y'all can't see it because I was blocking it. Hold on.
Out of her driveway to meet her husband, Marcella struck her neighbor's car and then sped off toward the club.
So 1 glass at Verna's.
Yes, and I might have had a glass at the boat club.
When at the boat club?
When I went there after Verna's.
And then went to the boat club, had a glass of wine,
Yes.
and then blacked out in the back of the car.
Yes.
Well, that's not accurate.
Okay.
Okay? Because your car is going 50 miles an hour into the driveway and drives into the building. So you didn't go to the boat club before the crash, okay? And we know the crash is at 3.
Okay.
And we know that Verna's was at 12:10. Because the alcohol level you were at 4 o'clock, it's not practical, it's not feasible that you had 1 glass of wine. So then it's not possible that you drank at the boat club, because your car drives into the building and everybody stops drinking, nobody's drinking. And you didn't go over to the bar and get a drink after you drove into the car. No.
And I don't remember any of that.
My name is Raquel Smothers. I am Mariah's sister. We were supposed to be planning a birthday party for Zane, not a funeral. No, when you have medical conditions, you should never get behind a wheel whether you are drinking or not. I will never look at the month of April the same ever again. My birthday was a few days prior. The babies were just at my house. They were sitting at that table eating, and this woman crashed her car through this building, destroying all of our lives. My nephew and my sister are still fighting for their lives today. I had to be the one to tell my sister her babies were gone when they removed her ventilator yesterday. She said, "How am I supposed to live without my babies?" I had to see their very last moment before their car was removed.
No, I take that back. I had one, actually I was at the boat club, and I was drinking free. And that's when they call it like a white halo effect, and it just, everything gets really bright.
Because your level, you were a .21.
Oh, that sounds like a lot.
Oh, yeah. So .08 is the legal level.
Okay.
1 glass of wine, or 1 beer, or 1 1-ounce shot of liquor is .02. So that would equal about 10 drinks within an hour.
Oh, wow, that's a lot.
So after Verna's, you stopped at home?
Yes.
And then you went, you're saying you went to the boat club and had a couple glasses of wine?
Yes.
And then you walked from the bar at the boat club to the party?
To my car.
To your car?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you go back home then?
No.
Okay. So you walk back to your car. What happened when you get in your car? What do you remember then?
That's where I don't really remember anything.
Okay.
If Marcella had truly passed out or didn't remember what had happened, she wouldn't have been able to shift gears from reverse to drive after striking her neighbor's car. In the street view, it's clear that she hit the vehicle here, then drove straight without hitting anything else, and consciously steered at this point but failed to brake, likely because she was intoxicated.
So we're going to start fresh.
Okay.
And I'm going to ask you a very blunt question.
Okay.
Are you an alcoholic?
I don't believe so.
I see you're getting a little emotional. I apologize.
Well, I think...
I have to ask these hard questions, and you need to look into yourself.
Right.
And answer this truthfully.
Right. And I would say I drank considerably more when I was not drinking the free. But since I started drinking the free, I'm not drinking nearly as much.
And at this point, you are trying to deceive us with how much you drank yesterday and where you were at between noon and 3. So this is your one opportunity to tell us the truth and look truthful and not deceitful. Because there's only going to be one of two ways that you're seen. One way, you're a liar, no good criminal.
Okay.
All right. Second way, she's sorry for what happened. She wants to own up to what she did, and she wants to take responsibility.
The day that happened, that the kids were with me, and we was just having a normal day. I was just playing with them, getting them dressed and ready for the birthday party they was getting ready to attend. Once their mom picked them up, 30 to maybe 40 minutes, probably maybe an hour at tops, I was getting calls from my phone constantly from people I haven't met in years, family members. I felt in my stomach something was very wrong. My brother finally got a hold of me and told me there was an accident at the boat club. When I made it to the boat club, a chapel guy came on my corner and I dropped straight to the ground. I started screaming because I knew they was gone. I knew in my heart they was gone. So I told him not to tell me. I begged him not to tell me. Before I even registered it was gone, they told me that Jaden, my oldest, was airlifted to the University of Michigan. I didn't even have time to grieve. I didn't have time to process what was going on with Alana and Zane because I had to rush to U of M. I had to make sure Jaden was okay. When I got to the University of Michigan, Jaden was on the table, covered in blood. He had 9 to 10 doctors all on him, trying to work on him, and his eyes seen me. And I kept telling him to fight. I kept telling him to keep fighting, and all he did was blink. At that time, I stayed at the University of Michigan for 2 weeks. I never told Jaden his brother and sister were gone.
You probably are the most hated person in the United States. You drove your car into a kid's birthday party and killed 2 kids.
Oh, no.
And many more are at the hospital in critical condition right now.
Oh, no.
Adults as well.
That is why I'm trying to get the truth from you, Marcella, so I can tell the prosecutor that you're not a low-down, dirty drunk that wants to go out there and kill kids.
Oh, gosh, no.
I'm looking for the truth.
I wish the worst for this woman. I wish the absolute worst for her. And she, if you haven't seen her before, she still is going to find a way to piss you off more because she's not done. I wish the worst for her.
Truth, Marcella. The truth needs to come out because you are the most hated person in the whole United States right now. I guarantee this is national news. I've been doing this for a long time. I've sat across the table from killers before, like really, really bad killers. You're not that person.
And I don't remember. Honestly, I do not remember. I would think I would remember something like that.
Well, you're not being truthful about how much you drank. You're not.
It's scientifically impossible to be the blood alcohol level you were last night with 1 glass of wine like you're telling us.
What you took from me, I will never, ever get back. My daughter was trying to be just like me playing basketball. She just celebrated her 8th birthday. Zane was about to be 5. Instead of celebrating his 5th birthday, we buried them. You don't have no kids, so you don't know what this feels like. And I promise, I don't wish nothing but the worst for you. And I hope that you feel what we feel every day. Because it's hard. It's hard even to wake up knowing that they're not here. It's hard that their older brother has to be without his brother and sister. And I hope every day that you realize what you took it from us.
Oh, I'm just devastated.
So are many people right now.
I'm sure they are.
And they're looking for answers, and we're trying to help them find answers.
I understand.
But you're not telling us the truth. You understand, but you're not telling us the truth about how much you drink.
So, there's one thing I want to leave you with, Marcella, because I'm tired of being lied with. You did this. You did this. You see that kid there? You did that. You did that. You did that. And you continue to lie to me.
I'm not lying.
You did this.
I'm not saying that I didn't, but I certainly don't remember. I don't recall.
That's not going to cut it.
She showed no remorse for the tragedy and even appeared in a TV interview to justify taking the lives of 2 young children after posting her $1.5 million bond and being placed under house arrest.
I think I had a seizure. I think that the same thing that my husband said that I did when I have a seizure is just go straight. And I think when I got in the car, that's what happened. I just had the seizure and probably put my foot on the accelerator and crashed into the building. I have a perfect record. I don't even have a parking ticket. I don't have any kind of DUI or speeding ticket.
A year later, while Jaden was still in the process of healing, Mariah was able to walk again after numerous physiotherapy sessions. Both had suffered punctured lungs, broken ribs, and undergone countless surgeries just to get back on their feet. Mariah testified in court to the best of her ability, and this is what she said to Marcella in her
I gotta take a break again. So trying to breathe. Okay, Nora Angel said all she had to do was drink in the safety of her own home and not leave. She is so selfish and cold-hearted to put these people through this agony. And then she tries to say she had a seizure. She's a known alcoholic. Cameras in your house showing you drinking. You crash into your neighbor's car before you leave, and you're trying to say you had a seizure.
impact statement.
April 20th, 2024 changed my life forever. When I was told my children were no longer here, I felt like I stopped breathing, as if I died inside. The medical professionals had to keep putting me back to sleep because every time I woke up, my body would go into panic. My mind could not understand what was happening, and my body just reacted. I had to see everything that was left inside my home when we last left it all together. Having to see their little shoes and coats at the front door with toys laying around my living room made everything feel more realistic. I could not look at anything. I cried to my family to get it all out of my sight because every time I seen something of theirs, I felt like I was going to stop breathing. I encountered so many phone calls, so much paperwork, and consistent appointments when all I wanted to do was just close my eyes and pray every time I opened them that it was just a nightmare. I felt helpless. I could not move around without support. I could not get out of bed and go to the bathroom without help. I could not bathe myself. With most of my ribs broken on one side, my shoulder blade broken on the other, a golf ball-sized hematoma right on my pubic region, and the back of my neck and skull bruise, I couldn't sit comfortably in a car or sit straight up in a chair without it hurting to breathe. I had to break the unwelcome news to Jaden, bury my children, figure out how to even celebrate Jaden's birthday to make it positive for him, mourn Zane's birthday the day after, and face Mother's Day all in the same week. Everyone's birthdays were gloomy and quiet this year. Halloween was different. Thanksgiving felt like another day. Christmas was sad. It was heartbreaking and just did not feel right. Easter this year was the 1-year death date from this tragedy, and I was not even able to celebrate Easter. Instead, I faced another heartache by going into Alana's room that I have not seen in a year. Her room still smells like her. Her little dollhouse was still set up the same way when she was playing with it last. We were working on her room together, organizing all her toys, redoing the floors, and so on. She was so excited, and I never got to finish it with her. It took Jaden 10.5 months to regain the strength fully of walking without a wheelchair and walker. I wish I was alert that day. I would have been able to kiss my kids one last time and tell them I love them. Zane would have been able to hold his mommy that he kept asking for minutes before he passed away. The other part of me is glad I wasn't alert because I do not think I would have been able to manage my children. Seeing my children like that, where my daughter is smashed into a wall. The guilt that comes with this is unbearable. And I question myself every single day, wondering if I could have done something more to keep them safe. But there were no windows or doors. Nobody seen her coming or expected a vehicle to fly into a building. There is only one person to blame. I always had mom guilt for working, providing, and just feeling drained. I never dreamed in a million years that the moment we had an opportunity to finally have a family fun day, my kids would never come back home with me. My children were supposed to bury me before I buried them. They had their whole life to live. Having a clean record does not mean you're a good person. Her actions just finally caught up with her, and at the end of the day, she killed 2 of my kids. I'll never know the answers as to why she didn't stop the first time she ran into something before coming towards the boat club. She is an evil and sick individual in my eyes. If Michigan offered the death penalty, I would highly recommend it for her. I am exhausted, mentally, emotionally, and physically with this. All I want to do is grieve the way I want and need to for my sanity and peace. I beg and I plead for her to be sentenced to life in prison with no parole.
Marcella was found guilty of all charges, which included second-degree murder, operating while intoxicated causing death, and operating while intoxicated causing serious injury. She was sentenced to 25 to 50 years in prison.
I never meant to harm those children, but I was involved in the accident. And the only thing that I can say is, I'm so very sorry.
No amount of apology could ever be enough. The children were gone, and Marcella, a longtime member of the Swan Boat Club, left everyone involved with a memory no better than reliving a nightmare every day. This case became not just a fight for justice, but also a powerful reminder that drunk driving has destroyed lives and will continue to do so unless we make a conscious effort to stop it. YouTube thinks you'll...
Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's not long enough for me either, nor Angel. I agree, she's a sociopath. She doesn't have any empathy. And BRB said it's so much, I don't know how I'd handle it. Complete shutdown, most likely. Yeah. I repeat, I wish the worst for her. Yes, that's her. That was the one. Omizi. That's the one that drove into the kid's birthday party. Okay. That's gonna be the worst one that we watch. I'm sorry, I forgot how intense it was. Well, I mean, I played it because I knew it would be intense, but I forgot how much it was gonna get me again. I ain't gonna hold you. Going to the next one. This one's a hit and run. Amazon driver kills woman, keeps delivering packages.
So here's what's going on, alright? There's a dead lady on the side of the road up here. Her skin's on the front of your van. The fender flare that's missing is up there in the road by the lady. It's pretty serious.
No, yeah, that's serious.
Right.
Yeah.
Tuesday, November 12th, 2024, Canton, Georgia. At 6:30 p.m., a 79-year-old woman is killed after being struck while crossing Cumming Highway, returning from a visit to a family cemetery. There are no direct witnesses, and the vehicle is no longer at the scene. But the focus of the investigation will shift immediately from the impact itself to the driver's conduct afterward. What matters is not only how the collision occurred, but what a driver does when he understands that something serious may have happened and still chooses to keep going. From that moment on, the incident stops being evaluated as an accident and is treated by a criminal event defined by omission. I'm Tyler, and this is your Daily Dose of Crime. Get your daily dose of crime every single day at 3 p.m. Eastern, and we're turning it up. 2 videos per day. Don't miss a single moment and tune in.
So this is the husband is right here. I was on the way back from golf and saw him stumbling. I'm over at Station 7.
Okay.
I just was going to stop and render.
You see her get hit?
I did not see her get hit. I just saw her over there. I had to swerve around here and I almost hit her. But
did you see the other vehicle?
No, he said he did. They're going westbound on 20.
Okay.
But I don't know who the description. She's just a bystander.
Okay.
I was going to stop and render, but I figured y'all want to save me from here or something. But I didn't really see anything.
Yeah.
You want my ID and everything?
Yeah. See Station 7?
I'm sorry?
Says Station 7?
Yeah, I'm out of Station 7. I'm just off today.
Gotcha. What one on this?
Hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. It sucks.
Yes, it does.
But this is the husband over my left shoulder. And he said he saw it, so.
I know Delta Zone's tied up. Will you see if Ben can come up here at 92 down Bishop Drive off 20? I just saw an Amazon truck pull down that road. It should have a missing plastic fender flare.
189 from the Delta units on this 46. Just in case you're not aware, the suspect vehicle is going to be an Amazon delivery truck. Keep your eyes out for it, please.
The environment helps explain why the case escalates so quickly. Cumming Highway is a corridor with limited lighting at dusk and steady traffic, where the margin for pedestrian error is minimal. Sandra Fitz was returning from a routine visit to the cemetery, a familiar route, not an improvised decision. That context, an elderly pedestrian, reduced visibility, and a roadway designed for speed establishes from the outset that the key issue will not be surprise at the impact, but the driver's duty of care and immediate response. In a setting like this, what does a driver do when he realizes he may have struck someone?
What did you see?
What?
What did you see?
I didn't see, I just heard it.
You heard it?
Yeah. Everything go, I was parked out there.
Okay.
She was crossing the street.
Okay.
I heard it.
If I remember correctly, it still would have been bad because somebody would have lost their life. Because the elderly woman, I think they're gonna say, or they said, she was crossing the road in the dark because she visits the cemetery regularly. So she would have miscalculated as a pedestrian walking across, not a designated crosswalk or whatever on a high-speed, normal traffic road. The mistakes that were definitely preventable on the side of the Amazon driver was not immediately stopping, calling emergency services, getting instructions on how to possibly give her care if there was any to give, but not staying there. Because he's doing his job. He's driving probably, even if he's driving the speed limit, the way they describe this road, she probably wouldn't have made it. You know what I mean? So it's not that even about the speeding, but leaving. And you'll hear the evolution of him lying, and then he'll have another hole in his story. You put a little bit more together, you have another hole in his story, put a little more together, and it's just like, he even calls his mom because he knows what he did, but at first he acts like he didn't know. And then he keeps delivering. Like, it's just so much with this one. It wasn't even just the hit and run, it's the actions or non-action he took after he hit that lady. Killed that lady.
Okay. What's her information? How do I ID her? Do you have her full name, date of birth, all that good stuff?
Sandra Edwards Fitz.
Sandra?
Yeah.
Fitts?
Yeah.
Date of birth? And I'm sorry that this happened, but you are her husband.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm very sorry, sir. I'm very sorry for your loss.
Hey there, you
Yeah, it's my father-in-law. Is she calling?
Yes, ma'am, she is.
What?
We're still trying to, it's very early to know anything
Is
right
that
now.
her?
Yes, so you might want to stay a little back. Do they live here at this house?
This used to be their house, and they got tore down by the road coming through, and they come here every night to feed the cats.
Gotcha.
And we've said they're gonna get hurt.
Gotcha, okay.
So, and my other son's in the car, so I'm not gonna have him get out right here.
Yeah,
But that's my husband, and my father-in-law.
Okay, gotcha, okay.
And then his sister's coming.
Okay.
But I don't know if she'll be able to get through either.
Yeah.
But I don't know what do they normally do? The coroner's gonna come?
The coroner will come out here, yes.
And then I'll let you work.
And they'll have more information for y'all as far as that stuff goes, but right now we're trying to figure out who did this. Can you just stay over there for a second? Yeah, you're good. I just don't want to.
I don't know.
What
What's
you got?
the procedure now? Like,
So
I'm
we're
her
waiting.
son,
Yeah,
so-
we're waiting on the coroners on the way out here to do stuff with that aspect, and then they'll have more information for you guys.
Okay.
Right now we're trying to document this scene, memorialize it, and then I think we have kind of an idea of what hit her, but we gotta find them. So that's kind of our next objective once we get the scene memorialized here. And so really we're just waiting on the coroner to get up here.
Okay.
Did you talk to the husband?
Yeah.
So I talked to the son, and he said that they come here to see the cats or something, stray cats. This used to be their house before they got kicked out by the road widening.
He said he really didn't see it. He said he just heard it. So she was walking back.
Where is she? Was she like across the road?
She was across the road. And she was walking back,
and then that's when she was struck. Lord. Ran him, ran her. They're in the call.
Alright.
I'll work this if you want me to.
We need to find that Amazon van.
I know. We gotta get done here first.
Yeah. We need to go ahead and get done here. The coroner should be coming. Called for them already. We need to find that Amazon van. We need to get on Flock and we need to start looking for it.
They got trackers.
Prior to. Huh?
They got trackers.
Yeah, but that's the problem with Amazon though, is it's always those like third party like LLC companies that operate Amazon vans. So dealing with Amazon's not bad. It's when you have to deal with those third party little companies and stuff. That's where it gets fishy.
It's Amazon van, right?
Yeah.
Somebody's going to show up with their van.
Yeah,
at the warehouse, and they all have cameras.
The problem I've run into with Amazon before is, like, you'll serve a search warrant to Amazon, and they'll just be like, "Oh, we use these third-party distributors to distribute our stuff." So they'll like just put you in touch with like the LLC, like that is the one that's doing the deliveries. So like just because it's an Amazon van doesn't mean it's corporate Amazon. It's like a franchisee kind of thing.
Yeah, it's also
and then you have to go. Yeah, right. You have to go hunt through them. I mean, it's not impossible, but, you know.
With a preliminary identification of the driver as London Rosaire Best and confirmation that the vehicle belongs to Amazon's delivery network, the investigation enters a more complex operational phase. Police are no longer looking for an isolated individual, but working within a third-party distribution system where records are not always immediate. For officers, this opens a critical time window. If Best continues working, every minute increases his possible range while reducing the chances of rapidly locating him.
Checking
to 347. Okay, what?
Do you guys have anything at all? No.
Yeah, that's what I was doing. I said we're following up with everything. So I haven't messed with the car. Wallet's still in there.
347. Sorry, tracking, please.
All right.
The most he said to me was he's listening to his music with his headphones in, and
I'll show you out.
I don't remember if he said he didn't know if he hit something or didn't hit something or something.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Cool. Let me have a word with him.
Yeah.
Hey, sir, how you doing?
I'm good. You?
Hey, good. I'm Deputy Mills with the Sheriff's Office. You want to hop out of here? I want to chat with you about what's going on tonight. You got an ID with you or no?
It's in my backpack.
That's in your backpack? Okay. Yeah, if you don't mind. Is it okay if he grabs that?
Yeah, it's in, if he brings it.
Okay. I'm going to take this handcuffs off of you real quick. Can you fish this car right there?
The pockets in
So, very, very tall. Right, no. Like, a little slip here.
I'll just put this on the hood.
Alright, so, like I said, I'm with the Sheriff's Office, alright? So before we do anything, I'm going to read this to you, okay? You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to speak to an attorney and have an attorney present during any questioning. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be provided for you at government expense. Knowing and understanding your rights as I've explained them to you, are you willing to answer any questions without an attorney present? You don't want to talk?
I don't feel comfortable without the word because I don't know what's happening.
Yeah. Well, I'm just trying to figure out why there's damage on the front of your van.
I hit a mailbox earlier today, and I don't know anything else after that.
Okay. You hit a mailbox?
Yeah. I was telling him something too, like whatever was going on. What is going on?
That's what we're trying to investigate, alright? Because it looks like there's some skin on the front of your van.
From?
You tell me. I mean, you're the one driving the van, right?
Yeah.
Is anybody else driving the van? Or
No. Just.
That's a crazy question to ask and a crazy statement to have to make. It looks like there's skin on your van. And then he says from ? As if he doesn't know what he did.
Me.
Okay. Was anybody with you? Or just
No,
you?
it was just me all day.
So again, with the Miranda rights, it's totally up to you if you want to talk. If you want to talk, we'll talk. If not, we won't. But it's your right to waive those rights or to not waive those rights. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. I'm just asking you. What are you asking me?
Right. So I mean, if like I could just ask you questions and you keep the Miranda rights in mind, if you want to answer, you can. If you don't, you don't have to. Does that make sense? Is that good? Like, you want to? Are you okay with that?
I'm ready for your question.
So you said you hit a mailbox?
Yeah, earlier today.
When earlier? Do you know what time?
Not exactly. Around 12.
Around 12 o'clock? Okay. Where?
417 Charles Oak or something like that. Charles Lane.
Was it in, do you know which like road it was off of, or what county you were in?
I was in
like that?
Canton.
Somewhere in Canton?
Yeah.
Okay. When you hit the mailbox, did you notify the homeowner that you hit their mailbox?
Yes. And we already doing the report on that too.
So you just like went to the house and knocked on the door and told them that you hit their mailbox?
Nobody was home, but I left a note, and my dispatch called me earlier today, and they're doing a whole report on it, and we're getting it fixed.
When that happened, what part of your van hit the mailbox?
The side.
Like where at on the side?
Like the door side. Like closer to the door.
Side, or closer to the front, or closer to the middle, closer to the back?
To the front.
Closer to the front? Yeah. Okay. So, can you step forward so you can see the van? You see how it's missing a piece of trim there?
Yeah, correct.
And it's got some like damage to the mirror, and some damage to the light down low, and some something hanging off the front right there?
Yeah.
You don't know what any of that's about? Or is that, why is that all there?
I'm not sure. Like,
go ahead.
Try to ask me about a situation. I'm trying to understand what situation, like, what happened.
That's what we're looking at. Are you delivering packages down here?
Yeah, I was just at this house right here.
So you're down here still delivering packages?
So, it's possible. Earlier in his day, he did hit a mailbox. It's possible, because that's something that can be checked. But obviously, he's using that to say any damage you see on the van was because I hit a mailbox. That's not gonna fly. And like BRB says, so now there's skin covered mailboxes, right? Like there's skin on your car. Also, if you were driving slow enough to hit a mailbox earlier, and you know you hit that mailbox, which is not gonna be that much of a bump, but then you don't know you hit a whole human, that will make a way bigger bump later on. That doesn't make sense. And I know what I wanted to say. I admire the way this police officer is asking questions. He stayed so calm, kind of conversational, and he just kept pulling that thread just a little bit more. Like, okay, because at first he said, I don't feel comfortable talking without a lawyer. But what I've learned is that now when I say I've learned, it's from the narrators that narrate Bodycam videos. They were saying that unless someone actually says, I will not speak, I demand a lawyer, I am asking for a lawyer, I am done talking, anything else is just more of a him and hawing about you're thinking about getting a lawyer. That's why this police officer, for me, is still questioning him. Although he mentioned the word lawyer, he's not actually demanding one and saying, I'm not talking. Because he could just stop answering questions. He really could have. But I love how this officer keeps asking questions and how he's going to keep pulling at it. Just a little bit more, the lie gets unraveled. A little bit more, the lie gets unraveled as it goes. This man really thought his lies were going to work. He really, really did. But yeah, I just, that part, because I think had the wrong officer been the one to talk to him, he probably still would have gotten caught, because, I mean, her DNA's on the van, but I don't think that a different officer would have got him to admit so much. They just would have had to go off of what they found on the van.
Yeah.
Tonight? Okay. Gotcha.
I had one more down there, and I was on my way home.
Can you talk to him for a second? Let me see what he needs real quick. Give me 1 second. I'm sorry. Let me, Hey, do you work for like a third-party company? Like, I know sometimes like it's not. Do you work directly for Amazon, or like
yeah.
Do you know what the name of the company is that you work for? Nokia? Like Nokia?
No. L-A-R, or is, because you trying to, so L-A-R-K-E-Y. Just look up Larky.
Larky?
Yeah.
Like that's the name of the company that you work for?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's my pop-up.
You know how those dash cameras work? Do they record video, or do you have any idea how those work?
I'm not sure. I actually haven't had an incident until today, hitting that mailbox. So,
how long have you been driving for Amazon?
A year.
Okay.
It was just my first incident today. They called me around. That's why I told you around 12, because they called me at like 1 o'clock.
What's up with the busted glass on the dashboard?
I got to a stop and my mirror was messed up.
So you put that there?
Yeah.
Okay, like it fell out and you just put it there?
Like the socket.
Okay. So here's what's going on, alright? There's a dead lady on the side of the road up here. Her skin's on the front of your van. The fender flare that's missing is up there in the road by the dead lady. It's pretty serious.
No, yeah, that's serious.
Right.
Yeah.
So, can you please be honest with me?
Yeah. Okay. There was a lady crossing the road on Cumming Highway, and I swerved her. I had my music in, like I just kept doing my route. That's what I was telling him. Like I told him the exact same thing. I got to my next stop, and my mirror was messed up.
So the mirror was messed up after that happened, or after you hit the mailbox earlier?
Just after, like I didn't know what what happened. Like if I hit anything, if I hit another mailbox or what. But I just literally like 6 o'clock, like, or I don't know what time, but I got to a stop and.
So you saw a lady crossing the road.
And I swerved her. I went to the other side of the road.
You didn't hear.
Now he did see a lady crossing the road. Also, he's like, I don't know if I hit anything else after that mailbox. I'm gonna let y'all keep hearing this man.
Like the impact when you hit her?
I didn't know. I had music.
It was noise cancel?
Yeah, I didn't. Oh my goodness.
So you were driving with earphones in both your ears?
Well, I had one like this.
Okay.
Well,
So,
other way, but like, yeah, I'm talking. Yeah. What the heck?
That reality will reshape priorities. The crash scene is no longer the active center of the case. The focus shifts to intercepting a moving target. Residential streets, brief stops, and a delivery routine mean time now favors the driver. At this point, investigators are no longer reconstructing the immediate past. They're trying to reach the responsible party before normalcy absorbs the event.
so you didn't hear it when you hit the person on the road?
No, I don't even know. Like, I swerved her. I thought I was good.
Okay. Then where'd you go after that?
I finished. I don't know my next stop, sir, but I was finishing my route off of Cumming Highway.
Like, so you were going down Cumming Highway, did you immediately turn right on Bishop, or did you go somewhere else first?
I'm not familiar with streets.
This is Bishop. Right. Yeah.
Oh, no, I went somewhere, I don't know.
Did you have another package to deliver before you came down this road?
Yeah, I had a couple streets, like
that were off Cumming Highway, off 20, but like other residential streets,
Yes,
and then
sir.
you came back to this street?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And that's the like route that your thing was taking you and stuff? Okay.
I have like 3 different sections. I started like coming from the station, go up top, and now I'm finishing towards.
Okay.
This is like my last little section.
Did you still have his ID, or do you have your wallet, or who's got it? You got it? Someone's got it. You ever been in trouble before?
No.
You ever been arrested for anything?
Yeah, no sir.
What kind of stuff you get arrested for?
I haven't been arrested in a long. I'm not a troublemaker, so I don't get arrested a lot. Like,
I was asking if you ever.
no, yeah, I've gotten arrested one time.
You still live over in Alpharetta?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
If you got arrested one time, wouldn't you remember what that arrest was for? Because all he said was, what did you get arrested for? That's pretty much a straight question answer. So what did you get arrested for? Okay, you've only been arrested one time. What were you arrested for? I don't think it was anything related to what happened here, but it's just like adding to, he can't give one straight answer.
What's a good telephone number to call you at? Where's your cell phone?
In the van. Either
Cheers, the
above the screen or below it in that little cuddy.
We'll grab it in a second, yeah. And you said you were listening to music, like from your phone? Like it was playing off your phone, or? You got anything else to add about any of this, or what do you think?
I'm sorry. I didn't, like, I'm appalled. Like, I'm shocked. I didn't even know. Like, I really didn't even know what he, like, that's why I was creeping slow. I didn't know who was right here. They was turning in, like, and then he just turned on the lights, and confused, really.
Yeah, she's like that. Okay. So you
honestly scared.
So can you just recall your like story of events coming highway? You said you saw a lady. Can you just tell me your whole story about what happened there, from like the start to the end?
It's gonna be difficult because even though he told the weakest lies ever, he cannot remember those weak lies. He's struggling, which is good for the victim and the victim's family, but he is struggling. Like VRB said, you can kind of see the internal workings of his mind.
Doing my delivery, it's pitch black. I'm driving, it's like 45, 50. I don't know the exact speed limit, but I'm pretty sure it's a comfortable speed to go 45, 50. And I'm driving straight, and I just see like very closely, because it's pitch black, like just a figure, and I just swerve like on some like pop-up movie, like and I just swerved out the way. Just kept going.
So when you first saw that, like where was it in the roadway? Was it on the right side, the middle, the left side? Like where on the road was the person at when you saw it?
Like in the middle of the van, I guess.
So like in your lane, like in the middle of the road, basically, like in the middle of your lane?
Yeah.
Were you able to tell like which direction they were walking? Or were they just standing there, or what?
It looked like they were just standing there. She was facing that way, like.
Facing which way? Like towards the houses, like towards the edge
I was
of the
driving
road?
driving this way.
Okay.
She was facing this way.
Okay. Gotcha.
And I just swerved out the way.
And you didn't like hear that?
You know what I just thought of too, y'all? I can feel when I run over a pebble, I feel like not, you know, like the way your tires move when you run over something small, or like think about those, even those little bitty potholes and stuff like that. I can feel that pretty easily. And he's trying to say he doesn't feel he hit that woman, which we know he does feel it, but he's trying to get other people to believe he didn't feel it. Even if he didn't hear it, he didn't feel that he hit a human being. Oh, and please pay attention to, first there was no lady, there was nobody. I was just delivering, but I hit a mailbox earlier. Then I saw a lady. I swerved, thought I was good. I thought it was like a pop-up movie. That's what it seemed like. I don't think he said anything else yet, but just listen to how it changes from I saw a lady, I swerved, the more questions they get asked.
I promise you, if I did, no.
I mean, I would hope that if somebody knew that they did that, they would stop and say something, but at the end of the day,
that's
I work hit and run wrecks, and like I talk to people all the time that say I'm not that type of person, or I would have said something if I knew it happened, and it always turns out to be crap. Like no offense or anything, but like I hear that all the time.
Yeah.
So I mean, like you get out up here to make this.
If I was that police officer, I would have said with all due offense, because he is challenging. He would have been challenging my intelligence in this moment, so I wouldn't have said no offense. I would say with all due offense. I hear that all the time.
Deliveries and like I mean, there's skin hanging off the front of your truck.
I don't come around the front of my van, and it's dark right now.
So you don't go in and out this passenger side door right
no,
here?
I do, but I'm saying like it's dark right now. I'm not noted.
Yeah, but I mean, surely as soon as you like have that close incident with somebody on the side of the road, like you're not gonna like look at your car to see if there's any damage on it or any, you know what I mean? Like you grabbed the mirror and put it in the dash. So while you were there grabbing the mirror, putting that in the dash, you didn't look anywhere else and see anything else?
I'm not gonna lie. In the moment, no, and I'm gonna say like respectfully, because like I'm rushing, trying to get home, and I seen the mirror was broken, and I already had like to tell dispatch about the mailbox, and I was gonna have to tell them about the mirror, and I didn't put two and two together, honestly.
So the mailbox didn't.
There would be no two and two to put together if the mailbox damaged the mirror. And you just say you planned on telling. It's dark now, but you plan on telling them about the mailbox and the mirror. But you can't put two and two together because you know that mirror must have gotten broken when he hit that lady. Because what do you mean you can't put it together? You already had put it together if you had hit the mailbox and the mirror got damaged that way. So what do you mean? And then there would be nothing to put together because you're saying you didn't hit that lady. So what do you mean then about having to put 2 and 2 together?
Break the mirror, right? The mailbox just like scratched the truck, or what did the mailbox do today?
Hit the van.
Like, but just the side, not the mirror. Like the mirror is all from this, right?
Like the back door or the front?
Like it hit the side. I scratched the mirror with the on the mailbox.
What do you mean side? Front, middle, or back?
Like front side, I guess.
But as far as the glass falling out of the mirror, when did that happen?
I just told you.
Like after this, right? Not with the mailbox, like this, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So when you grabbed that glass out and you were looking at that, you didn't look at the rest and like notice the fender was missing and notice the light busted and the scratches and stuff, or you just didn't see all that?
No, because I mean your lights are flashing on there, but no, it sounds so bad because like you do this line of.
I gotta go back to that police officer's last question because he asked, did you see all that? And I think he asked about the mirror. You can't say you didn't see all that with the mirror because you just said you were already gonna have to report the mirror to dispatch. So you can't act like, oh, I'm just seeing the mirror now because y'all lights are here flashing on it.
Fender was missing and noticed the light busted and the scratches and stuff, or you just didn't see all that?
No, because I mean your lights are flashing on there, but no, it sounds so bad because like you do this line of work and I'm about to say things that you already hear, but I literally did not see that. Like I feel so bad. Like,
I got you.
When attention returns to the suspect's account, the analysis moves decisively to the post-incident decision-making process. Reconstructing his route will reveal a sequence of choices, not a single moment of confusion, continuing deliveries, returning to nearby streets, and postponing any direct verification. His estimate of 45 to 50 miles per hour serves not as a technical precision, but as an indicator of assumed risk. Describing the victim as a figure in the lane confirms a central point for investigators. There was prior detection, even if incomplete. That difference, perceiving enough to doubt while still continuing on, is where situational awareness emerges.
Did you make any?
I also want to point out before, because he was gonna cling to the story. There was no lady at first. Only reason he has damage is because of that mailbox. That's what he was gonna cling to when the police officer first started asking him questions. Then he starts admitting there was a lady, I swerved, but. He made a point to say before it got to the point about the lady, before he was asked about the lady, he made a point to say, I think I was going, a reasonable speed, 45 to 50 miles an hour. I just feel like you were trying to set up that you didn't speed when you hit that lady. Like, because there's no other reason to talk about your speed when you didn't know why they stopping you yet, and they didn't say they were stopping you for speeding. So it's like, even his subconscious couldn't help but try to justify he was going a reasonable speed limit. Although, if you actually had said if his lies had been truth, he didn't hit anything on the road based on his truth. So what are you justifying your speed for?
Text or phone calls after the lady in the road happened? You call anybody, text anybody, anything like that? No? Is it alright if we look at your phone to verify that?
I called my mom.
There's the other one. Did you call or text anybody? He was shaking his head no for my people in the bushes. He was shaking his head no. Police officer says it's okay if I look at your phone. He says, oh, I called my mom.
What'd you tell her when you called her?
Just normal stuff that I'll be home.
So did you talk to her about the lady in the road, or you just talk about just other stuff? So what did you tell your mom?
That.
Because I want to call your mom. Okay. And I'm sure she'll tell me what you told her. Right?
You can call my mom. Call my mom. I really just want to be safe. Like, honestly.
No, I totally understand, but
like, I just want to be safe. Like,
right. So when you called your mom after the lady in the road happened, what'd you tell her?
What to do right now.
You told her you hit a lady in the road?
Yes, his dumb ass did. Yes, that is exactly what he called his mom to say. And he finally, apparently is realizing he's the frog in the boiling pot and he's about to die. The pot is now boiling. He didn't recognize the slow boil until about now because it's a box of rocks that committed a crime.
I just know my options and like what is about to happen. Like, what is going on?
I have an investigation to do, man. I have a dead lady in the middle of a road, and I got to figure out why.
I don't. Yeah.
So you called your mom?
Yes, I called my mom.
What'd you tell her?
I don't know what's about to happen, bro. Like,
I mean, honesty is the best policy, right? Like, we've been taught that since we were kids growing up in school and everything, right? Like, we all know that, like, just being honest is the best way to handle any situation in life, right? I mean, you agree with that, right?
I'm honestly just nervous right now. Like,
no, I totally understand.
Like, bro, about the...
What's your mom's name? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. Would you?
Yeah.
What's her last name? What's her phone?
Now I'm glad he's answering these questions because there is a victim that lost their life, but he's not even smart enough to realize I don't have to give them my phone yet unless they have a warrant, most likely, unless they can seize his vehicle and everything in it, because that can happen. But he's volunteering stuff. He about to give his phone up, unlock his phone. He about to give his mama name and her phone number. And they're going to call her on the spot when if he was thinking it would have been, well, long ago, I'm going to get a lawyer. I don't want to answer any questions. And he would have been able to get advice from a lawyer. Don't let the officer talk to your mom yet. The officer don't know who your mama is yet or her phone number. But thank goodness he is a box of rocks. Honestly, because I mean, he did do it.
Phone number. So when you called her, what'd you say?
What did I say?
I mean, it's gotta be significant, man, right?
You can literally, BRB, I'm going back to what you said, you can literally see his mind working. What did I say to my mom? You know what you said to your mom.
Okay.
This doesn't happen every day.
I know it doesn't. And look, honestly,
I just want to know the truth, man. That's all. That's like my whole job is just to figure out the facts. So all I gotta do is find.
I was driving in the middle. I was driving. It was pitch black, like I told you. She was.
All right, I'm gonna go back a few seconds because here you go. He caught. He about to spill some more beans. My joy, my peace. Thank you for the super chat. She said one more. I was late. I'm gonna try to dredge one up for you. One more video after this one for you, because I promise you I was clocking out after this one. I promise you. So I'll try to get there one more for you. Thank you for the super chat.
I just want to know the truth, man. That's all. That's like my whole job is just to figure out the facts. So all I gotta do is find.
I was driving in the middle. I was driving. It was pitch black, like I told you. She was the lady in the middle of the road. I don't know how she looked older. She looked like she shouldn't be walking in the middle of the street at that time. I'm not the one to judge, but she crossing the street. I didn't see her. As soon as I did see her, I swerved. Get out the way. Music is popping. I'm not thinking anything of it. I'm thinking things are smooth. I get to my next drop, and I see the mirror.
Okay. When did you call your mom? After that?
Yeah.
Before, like on the way to the next stop, or after the next stop when you saw the mirror?
After the next stop when I saw the mirror.
So when you saw the mirror, you knew you hit her?
Not exactly.
Okay. So what did you think when you saw the mirror then?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
It went from being a figure to a lady, to an older lady, to him having enough time to think, why is she walking across this road? Which again, that is unfortunately she's gone. I call her more of a victim too because of the fact that she didn't even have a chance to receive emergency care or, you know, he didn't try. He didn't stay at the scene and all that. So that's, but her children had told her, her adult children said, you know, this road is just, it's dangerous. We don't want you over here. Don't cross this road. You can get hit. Something could happen. So she still made her choice to do something with low visibility, high speed cars. But he is now changing too. He had time to think about who he saw. He was going to check he saw the broken mirror later. But at first he didn't know about the broken mirror. But then he knew about the broken mirror to put two and two together with the mailbox at first. Because that was before he admitted he hit anything else. It was just a mailbox at first. Yeah, he gotta go. He has to go.
A lot of scenarios was going on in my head.
No,
at
I
the
totally
time.
understand,
Yeah,
but like it's kind of like logical to be like, oh man, I must have hit her because my mirror's busted.
Yeah, and I did.
Is that what you thought?
Yes, and honestly, I did, and I stopped, and I made sure the man called 911 because I honestly didn't like.
So like you went back to the location, or where?
Like when I swerved and stopped. When I swerved and stopped, my next stop was right there. Like one of them side houses.
Like a driveway right off the street?
One of them side houses, yeah. One of them side houses. Don't remember exactly what address, whatever. And I made sure she was straight, and like he called 911, and that's what happened.
Okay.
So now we went from I swerved and kept going to it was an elderly lady. I don't know why she was in the middle of the road. I stopped to see what he was doing, and then I kept going. So there's a additional he, probably her husband or whoever, all that. But at first, you just hit a mailbox in the first part of the day.
You saw the guy calling 911 there from like a couple houses down, I guess, when you were delivering package?
No. Well, in a way, I guess. I was being him and her, you know what I'm saying?
So like, you swerved and stopped. Like you stopped in the middle of...
No. I stopped at the house.
Okay.
I swerved, drive, stop at house.
Like a couple houses down?
Yeah,
Like how
and
far?
it's one of them side houses, yes. Like, that's what I'm saying.
But like still within sight of the lady?
Yes.
Because you said you saw somebody call
from a distance,
911.
Yes. And I was like, hey, is everything okay?
Oh, so you communicated with... You were
that's
able
what I'm
to
saying,
talk
from
to
a distance, yes.
Okay, so what'd you say, like?
Pulling that thread. So now you stopped where you still can see. So you know there's an emergency. There's a man calling 911. I think it might have been he might be a first responder because he said something about he worked at Station 7 and the husband might have showed up later, possibly. Yeah, it's a hit and run. Definitely a hit and run, my joy, my peace. Thank you for the super chat. Yep, that's exactly what it is. It's hit and run. And she's gone. She is not here. They already had pronounced her basically dead at the scene because her daughter-in-law, I think, asked about her or whatever. Now you've made sure the man has called 911. I'm gonna keep going. I just want to repeat the details as they are coming along because I don't know how to put this. I feel like I'm just gonna sound meaner and meaner and meaner, but I need everybody to make sure they're hearing how this story is evolving.
Is everything okay? He didn't really mumbling, whatever. I was just like, make sure you call 911.
So at that point, you knew you hit her?
No, not exactly.
Where was she when that happened?
She was sitting on the sidewalk.
She was sitting on the sidewalk?
Like, yeah, sitting.
Okay. Why didn't you go back there and say something to them? Like, hey, my truck hit her, like, let me give you my information.
I didn't think anything of it, honestly, at the time. Like, she was sitting on the sidewalk. Okay. Not like laying, because now you're saying she dead, like, so now it's a whole different story.
He finally told his first truth. Well, he's told a few truths now, but one of the truths was he did not think. We can tell you didn't think. We got that part. BRB said, I mean, the driver is providing and admitting a lot, and the officers are stating a lot. I lost track of who said what first. Yeah, this is my second watch, so some of it, that's the only reason, because it's crazy. Mindy said he's giving the best evidence against himself. He is. Ace Moonshot said he keeps digging. Yep.
Gotcha. So then you called your mom. What did you tell your mom?
I'm sorry, but he look like he is carrying the one in his head right now. I don't know what math he's doing, but that's exactly what he looks like. He looks like, okay, so you carry the one right now. That's all I can see.
Everything I just told you. Getting away. Little hairballs.
Little what?
Hairballs. Like, not telling her. Because I know really what happened. Like, what you're saying is not what I told her I may have hit somebody because I swerved somebody out the road.
Okay.
That's what I told her.
Okay.
And then
you got anything else to add to that?
to my phone call with my mom.
Yeah, or just the whole situation. Do you call anybody else besides your mom, or just her? Or?
No, just my mom.
You text anybody? No. Okay. You got any kind of like Waze on your phone, or like what do you use for navigation? Is it something that Amazon
It's
provides?
a Rabbit. Yeah, it's an Amazon phone. That's what we call it. But yeah, it's a Rabbit.
But you're using your personal phone to call mom and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and play the music these days?
Yeah.
Cool. Alright, well, while we kind of look at this a little more and figure out what we're doing, I'm going to just let you have a seat in the back of my car while we check out this van.
Okay.
And that way, Officer Shaw can get out of here. Do you have questions for me right now?
Y'all got to use my phone, but I was about to. I need to call. I still have deliveries.
Yeah, I'm sure, yeah.
So I don't know.
Hang it up. Hang it up. This man said I still have more deliveries. You gotta be kidding me. You about to be delivered to that jailhouse with the wrist jewelry.
Yeah, we'll get there in a second. Let me just let you have a seat while we sort through a couple other things. If you go to this passenger side, there's a little bit more legroom on that side for you. Do you mind if I just hold your earbuds while we...
Is there a problem if I have them?
Yeah, I don't know if you're calling somebody or talking on the phone to somebody or, just... I was asking if I could hold them, just to prevent any of that. Cool. Alright, cool. Yeah, just hang tight there for a minute, alright?
The later narrative shows a psychological avoidance mechanism rather than immediate panic. Conditional language like maybe, I thought, I wasn't sure, keeps the event emotionally ambiguous. Best does not call 911. He calls his mother, shifting the decision to a figure of comfort. Claiming he asked a third party to call emergency services, but then leaving the area, reveals the pattern. Symbolic compliance without direct responsibility. For investigators, this is not confusion, but a conscious management of uncertainty, prioritizing avoidance over confirmation of the worst outcome.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Hey ma'am, this is Deputy Mills with the Cherokee County Sheriff's Office. How are you tonight?
Not a phone call I'm looking forward to, but hello, I'm okay.
I got you. Hey, I'm out here with your son, London Best. He drives for Amazon.
Yes, sir.
Hey, so he called you a little earlier this evening, and I was curious what he called you about.
So he had said that it was pitch black dark, Mom, and he says, I'm really scared, I'm really nervous. I swerved, somebody was crossing the street, and I think I might have hit her. And I was like, London, are you okay? He was like, I don't think so. I was like, is she okay? He's like, I don't think so. And he said, she was sitting on the sidewalk. I told the man to call 911, and I continued on my route. And I was like, well, do you think you should go back? Do you think you should? And at this point, I started hearing the sirens on the phone. And I was like, you think you need to call Amazon? What do you need to do? And he was just freaking out and nervous, and he gets a little emotional. So I'm trying to calm him down, but he was just like, I hit her, I think I hit her, because the ambulance are coming. And I think he had went down one street and come out one other one. He said the whole streets are blocked off. I think something's wrong. And he was just saying all that the time that he was talking to me, up until he said the cops were behind him. And then that was it. I hadn't heard back from him.
What did he give you a reason why he didn't just go back there and stop? And
he was just nervous and scared, and I was trying to encourage him.
He was nervous and scared, and he kept delivering. I'm telling you, he made a lot of wrong choices, and I just don't think a juror would get past the fact that you also kept delivering. I can understand you being frozen and maybe stay by the house you parked at, watching somebody else call 911, but you're still there. But to get back, get in your truck, your van, keep delivering, and then ask the cop here. He was like, am I going to get to finish my route? And you got a whole woman you hit, don't know how she is, and you're panicking enough to call your mom about it. So you know it's pretty serious. And plus someone getting hit by a car is serious, period. And you are directing another person to call 911, but you hit the woman? And then your mom, the mom, I know she, ooh, child, okay. When she was asking, do you think you should go back? You need to tell that man you need to go back. What do you mean, do you think you should go back? And then, what else? Oh, and mom is just basically putting the rest of the nails in the coffin, the way she's corroborating the crime on this part. She's admitting more than he admitted, I think, on a couple of these things, like saying, he said, I hit her, and all this other stuff.
Too, that I think that might be the best option. I didn't know what he should do, like, because that's why he called me asking what did he, and I said, if you stopped already and told the guy to call 911 and you checked and said, is she okay, I think it would be best if you go back. And he was like, well, he was just emotional. He didn't really say anything. And I was like, go back, Lyndon, at this point. And then that's when the cop came.
Okay, so you're kind of still convincing him to go back?
Yeah, and I think he was just nervous and scared. He's 24, about to be 25 on Sunday. And he's just a mid-tween. 20-year-old.
No, I knew it. I said, she's babying this man. There's no mid-tween. You got an actual tween. That's the in-between right before they hit teenager. You got a teenager. And then you got a grown-ass man. He is mid-20s. There's a grown-ass man. We don't care what day his birthday is coming up also. That makes no difference. So he'll be 26 in jail. Great for him. Like, what does that matter? I knew I heard a lot of babying in there.
I don't know if you deal with them or not a lot, but that emotional stage and making hasty decisions.
Sure, I got you. Okay, well, right now he's with us while we kind of sort this out and decide what's going to happen tonight. So once we kind of have a better idea and a decision made, I can definitely reach out, or he can, and we'll let y'all know.
It totally was an accident. I mean, I don't think he intentionally.
Yeah, no, I never doubted that for a second.
I just don't understand why it's pitch black at night, and I think he said she was an elderly woman.
Okay. Still, I'm not saying it is not a question to ask, like, why would this woman be crossing the street and it's dark and cars are speeding? I'm not saying that shouldn't be asked, because it's actually a question, like, but the mom is naming how the woman was wrong, but your son didn't stay to try to make sure she was good. And then he's all emotional. You hear the sirens. He was emotional until you got off the phone. So by the time the police come to question him, it's, oh, I don't know anything. The only thing I hit today was a mailbox, and no emotion then. Like, miss me.
Crossing the street in the middle of a busy Canton Highway street like that. Right. Just kind of craziness, nothing. And my questioning him was, are there gas stations around? Why was she in the middle of the street? Like, I just didn't understand.
Right.
It's like passing all the blame to the victim. I'm not saying that there's not something there, because obviously it's not safe. She was a mature lady. It wasn't safe, but she is ending on the question of, why did this woman make the choice? And not the bad part is not even the accident, it's the actions after the accident that is really the criminal part. That first part would have been, we could see the situation, how this led to someone going normal 45 to 50 miles an hour. It's a straightaway, there's no lights in between to show a lit road, and they don't see her until their headlights hit her, and they hit her because it's not enough time to stop. A reasonable person, even if he still got charged, I think a reasonable person that would be on the jury could see that that's a lot of bad to put on a person that's just driving normal, delivering. They probably would have tested him or something. Maybe, like he wasn't drunk or anything like that. It's just, but she wants to end on, that instead of what her son should have done after it happened. It was accident until it became crime when he left the scene and tried to do everything like it was still normal. Oh, and sorry. Thank you, My Joy, My Peace, for the super chat. She said he's a whole grown man. Might be her baby. Yeah, of course. He's her baby. Yep. But that is a grown man.
And right now I'm kind of wondering why he didn't just stop and come back or anything like that.
I know. That's I just we were
right now with the.
Yeah, I don't think he was. He don't. I think he was just thinking he didn't. At first, he told me he didn't hit he didn't think he hit anybody. But then when he said he went to the next stop and he turned around, he's like, I think, and then he saw his mirror at the next stop. I think I hit her. I think I did. I think it was me. So he didn't really know what he did, and I think. He was just anxiety.
Oh, sorry. I was fussing the whole time. I think I was on mute. I ain't even gonna say it again. I just said the mom was, that was stupid. That was stupid. She just went out of, I am gonna say it. She went out of order. She went out of order. She said that he didn't even notice until he saw his mirror later, but you just told the police officer the whole story about, okay, I shouldn't be on mute now. I think the delay's happening, but she told the whole story about how he saw somebody there. They're calling 911. I see her sitting on the sidewalk. He said sitting, but she was probably laying, not sitting on the sidewalk. But the man's calling 911. What should I do? What should I do? I think I hit her. And then now she's saying, oh, but I don't think he knew anything happened until he got on the next stop and saw his mirror was messed up. No.
And anxious and just everything. So he's a good boy. He's not anybody malicious or anything. So.
For sure. All right. Well, I appreciate that info, and like I said, once we know a little more, we'll give you a ring back and let you know what's going on tonight. So.
And what was your name, Deputy?
Mills, M-I-L-L-S, with the Cherokee County Sheriff's Office.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, ma'am.
The officer's call with the suspect's mother provides external verification. She confirms that her son called while the response was already underway, described the darkness of the road, admitted trying to avoid a person, and acknowledged the real possibility that he had struck someone. She then adds one decisive detail. She asked whether he should return, and at that moment they both heard sirens. Best became distressed upon realizing nearby streets were already closed. Before any police contact, there was awareness of severity and an explicit chance to return, which he did not take. Later questioning of why the victim was crossing at that hour functions as a shift of responsibility and not an explanation.
All right, Lena, so here's what's going on. Here's the problem. The problem with this whole incident is the fact that you didn't stay at the scene or call or notify. It's a hit and run at that point, right? You had contact with a person and you didn't notify law enforcement or stay there to give your information, okay? So that's the problem, right? So right now I'm placing you under arrest for vehicular homicide and hit and run, all right? I'm gonna stick these in front of you. How that van works. We got a tow truck coming to get the van. It's going to go back to our evidence bay so we can process evidence on it. Is there any weird thing, like the tow truck driver's got to put that on a tow truck? Is there any like weird button or anything that he needs to press to do that? Do you know? Or does he just be able to drag it up like a regular car?
Yeah, he should be able to.
Just work on it.
It's a hook underneath. That's what I do know. You can't like do it on a normal like.
There's like a tow hook down bottom.
Yeah, it's like
just drag it
I
up.
think it's in the front. Just because now, like, I'm being under. So if I would have.
Leave me on the call. From the scene.
So I should have stayed.
Yeah.
And
called, stayed to check on the person. Went back, notified them.
I didn't know what to do. I'm gonna be completely honest.
Yeah.
I didn't know what the freak to do. I went back and, like I told you, like make sure you call 911. I didn't. That's my fault. I didn't know.
afternoon.
I got you. All right, we're gonna roll on it.
I could believe that he was so not aware of the world of what you do after a hit and run. If the police pulled him over and he told the truth right then, like, yes, I hit the lady, I saw the man call 911, I thought she was good, she was being taken care of, I didn't know I should have stayed. But that's not what happened when the cop came, which means if you're lying, you're trying to avoid getting in trouble for something you believe you were wrong for. So you did know it was wrong to leave because he had to ask you, why is there skin hanging off the front of your van? For you to admit, well, first you said, I don't know, I just hit a mailbox today. That was the first thing. Then you finally slow roll into, oh yeah, I saw a lady, it was like a pop-up in a movie, I swerved, didn't touch her. Then you eventually get to, you did hit her, but you waited for another man to call, you stopped at a house where you could still see her. So yeah, you did know it was wrong. You did, because you lied about it when they asked you.
I hear that. This is Deputy Mills with the Cherokee County Sheriff's Office. How you doing?
Good, how are you, sir?
Hey, doing well. I guess my dispatch, you're trying to get in touch with us about...
Yes, just needed to collect a little bit more information from you if it's possible.
Yeah, sure. What you trying to figure out?
What time the accident actually happened?
Hang on one second. Let me pull up the computer and see when 911 calls first started to get generated there, and it'll be shortly before then. Let's see. It'll be shortly before 6:35 p.m.
Shortly before 6:35 p.m.
Yes,
okay. And what is the status of the victim?
They're deceased.
Oh. Do we have any information on the victim?
We do. There's nothing that I can release at the current moment, just because it's kind of an ongoing investigation at the early stages right now. Maybe at some point later or tomorrow I could maybe release some of that. Maybe tomorrow. If not, it might be a little later. Just kind of depends on how things go. You're the like manager of the company?
Yes.
Okay. So as far as so I have your van. It's impounded at our crash lab.
Yes.
So we have some evidence to process on the exterior of the van.
Okay.
And I'm curious about, we noticed a bunch of video cameras on the van.
Yes.
I'm curious how those videos work.
Well, that's why I wanted to know the time frame, so I'm going to try to record those video footage and see if I can pull those out.
So those are all like remotely accessed?
Yes.
Okay, awesome.
Not remote, it's not access, it just records onto your server. So
it's like stored in like a cloud-based system.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
So it does process through a third party.
I'm sorry. This does not have anything to do with the bigger picture, but that's a pet peeve. That man said exactly what you said. It was just semantics. He said, is it remotely accessed? No, it's on the cloud and the server. If the van is recording out here, but you can still pull it out of a cloud, to me, that's remote access. And I feel like we were mincing words right there. And it was unnecessary. We could have moved on from there. It was a little bit of a just pet peeve.
Company called Netguy. So we are reaching, now I have the time frame. I'm going to go back and ask them for that specific time frame for me to pull those videos out.
Okay, perfect.
Or record those videos.
Perfect. I appreciate that, yeah, because that's what we're, one of the other things
of course,
is to try to get any video it may have recorded from this happening.
Yeah, no, we have to follow up with everything that Amazon processed with. So yes, we have those, and we're trying to get those.
Awesome. Awesome.
Now, do you guys need us to come to the station to give you some statement or anything on our end that we have to do?
Not currently. I'm sure we'll touch base again tomorrow at some point to try to figure out what's going on. But your driver was arrested for this situation. So ultimately, he struck a pedestrian in the roadway. And instead of remaining at the scene to notify law enforcement or render aid to the victim, he left the scene. And that's where the issue lies tonight. So he was arrested in hit and run resulting in the death of someone and vehicular homicide in the first degree as it happened through the hit and run statute. So he's currently at the Cherokee County Jail for those 2 charges from this incident. And then, like I said, we just have the evidence to gather off the outside of the van. There was, obviously some damage from where the pedestrian struck the van, and we need to process that tomorrow and then try to get whatever video we can get so that way we can get the van released back to you guys.
Okay. Those cameras, it doesn't store anything inside the camera. So I'm going to try to pull that and somehow we're going to have to process that for you or give you the access to it so you guys should be able to.
So here's what's going on. I understand you said you didn't want to talk with that on attorney. No, I totally understand that. So we won't ask you any questions or anything, but what we are doing though, when we were in the van and stuff, we found some THC wax in there, in a bottle, little smoking device kind of bottle thing. So we got a search warrant for your blood, to obtain your blood. So that's what this is here. We have Deputy Gavina is about to come in here. He's a certified phlebotomist. He's going to draw your blood for us. So this is a search warrant for us to obtain blood from the body of you, which we placed in the GBI toxicology kit and sent to the GBI crime laboratory for analysis. So that's for you to have. That's your original copy. So,
I apparently missed this detail when I watched it the first time. You had marijuana in your work vehicle? THC, what do you say, wax? THC something in your work vehicle? And there they go. Get the warrant for the blood. Because I told y'all, I was like, had it not been a hit and run, had he not had anything in his system, I do feel like the jury would have been like, this could have happened to anybody. The problem is they need to light these roads up. And also, there was a inherent risk that the elderly woman knew she was taken by crossing a dark road at night, not in a designated area to be crossing, that a person wouldn't expect a human to be crossing. They would be like, this isn't on him. He stayed. He rendered help. Like Ace Moonshot said, hell, I'd have stopped, called 911, rendered aid, called supervisor, and let Amazon's lawyers do their thing. He did none of that, and he was possibly under the influence. I'm gonna say possibly because I don't know what his blood test came back. But why is that in your work vehicle? Because if it's in your work vehicle, that means you most likely did it that day because you're having easy access, and they probably don't have the same assigned vehicle every day.
Phone call or
no. So with the search warrant, you have no choice.
No, I get what you're saying, but I'll just make a phone call first.
We can't let you call anybody or do anything like that.
Why?
We just have to execute.
I mean, I'm gonna do this, but I'm just saying, like, why can't I make the phone?
Yeah, you can call someone later. Right now, we're just trying to get this warrant executed and get the evidence that we need for our case, and then you can call people, afterwards.
For sure.
That also might be why, because I know some of y'all say he looked disassociated. Like, I think y'all said he looked casual. Might be something in his system affecting that too. Also could have affected his response time. I don't know. Maybe now he could have had some time to swerve, stop. It was bad conditions to be there as a pedestrian. I'm not taking that back. But now there's so many variables he keeps adding against himself, if that makes sense. Mindy said, wasn't she going to visit a grave? That's what the narrator said. She goes to visit a cemetery on a regular basis. And then the daughter-in-law or somebody said she also goes there because they had a house there, but they tore down the house for that road. And she comes back to feed cats. That's what the daughter-in-law said.
But Deputy Gavina is going to draw your blood for us.
Yep, do me a favor. Let's do this. Both of you sleeves on the way there for me. See you
Legally, the case does not hinge on a single maneuver, but on the accumulation of omissions. Georgia law does not require proof of intent to kill, It requires that the driver knew or should have known that he was involved in a serious incident and failed to meet immediate obligations. Stop, call for help, and remain at the scene. That failure supports first-degree vehicular homicide when a death occurs in the context of a hit and run. The investigation reinforces the framework through progressive awareness, controlled contradictions, and a clear opportunity to correct course. An independent aggravating factor, the presence of substances in the vehicle, further informs assessments of fitness and culpability. The sentence, incarceration, extended probation, fines, and community service reflects how the system distinguishes between the fatal impact and the conduct that worsened it. Legally, the message is unambiguous. It is not the collision that defines the case, but the decision not to stop.
Ooh-wee. Oh my God. I did not remember that they found substances in his work vehicle. I don't understand how people ride in it with their personal vehicle, like have it there. But your work vehicle, wild. My Joy, my peace, thank you for the super chat. She said his job would have tested him anyways, even if he had stayed, just because of the nature of the accident. I believe that. That's true. Yeah, you're right. They would have had to. You know, because he hit a mailbox early in the day, probably under the influence. Then he hit an actual person. Had he even been able to keep that job, he definitely was getting tested. And yeah, BRB, now I was playing the gerbil's advocate. Ace Moonshot said, yeah, being high, he said he was jamming out, easy to not pay attention, want to see Amazon footage, etc. Right, yeah. I wonder what the cops saw when they got that footage from Amazon. Well, it's going to be horrifying what they saw, honestly, because of what happened. Jacqueline, I'm not dealing with you. And there was something else you said. Who said it? Paying attention, want to see Amazon footage. Oh yeah, the headphones thing. They asked him, so you're saying you had both headphones in your ears, that you wouldn't be able to hear anything? Because that's also, you know, the accumulation of the issues, because you can't have both headphones blocking your ear with music in, because then you can't hear emergency sounds and just things you're supposed to be able to reasonably hear around you. Y'all can thank my Joy, my peace that wasn't the last video, because I was done. That first video took me a while. I'm back to my normal self now. That first video got me. So, but thanks to my Joy, my peace, we're gonna watch one more. They're not good. They're still on that subject, but this one doesn't have, I don't think it shows the victim. I don't know, y'all. These are all bad. This is what I have. Lady with no license kills man in reckless accident. Or the moment he realized he killed someone. Or horrific hit and run destroys entire family. It wasn't going to be good either way. The one that's not going to be the worst is probably going to be lady with no license kills man in reckless accident, because they show the response, but I don't think they show, you know, the other stuff. So we're gonna watch that one. Couple people were sketchy on here, but the driver, I believe, was under the influence on this one as well. So let's go ahead and get it started.
Okay.
The person dead.
Died?
Yes. Stories of what they saw is different from what she saw.
A normal night turned horrific when a man lost his life in a crash, and the situation only grew more confusing as the night unfolded.
Were you in the car?
Yeah, I was in the car.
Okay, you were in the car?
And he ran across the street. He ran across the street. I did not see him at all.
Okay, you're injured?
Yes, no, her hand is cut.
Okay.
It's cut.
Okay, you guys hang out right here for me.
Right there, go straight.
Yep. Sir. Oscar 1, do we have fire coming? We're going to need him 1018.
10-4, they're 51. Did anybody see what happened?
Yeah, I was in the car.
In
He
the
ran
car?
out of the middle of the street out of nowhere, and then we ended up getting him, but I don't know if he was drunk or what.
Okay, all you guys just hang out there?
Yeah. Yes.
All right, so you guys get injured by the glass and everything?
Yes, my hand is cut.
Okay.
Her hand is like cut open.
Okay, they're coming. Yeah, they're coming.
And
They're
my
coming.
lips are like it's busted.
Yep.
All right, this live stream is officially sponsored by My Joy, My Peace. Thank you for the super chat. She said, "Thank you, Trina, and here's a little something for your time." I appreciate it, because if YouTube says the content's too much and they limit it, you done covered the whole live stream now. My Joy, My Peace. So I appreciate you as much as you appreciate me. So thank you very much. All right, we'll keep going.
Did you guys see anything that happened or just stopped after?
I was returning.
We need southbound blocked off.
You saw it or did not?
No. We were in the car.
I know. I'm asking them. Yeah, he's not. He was fluttering, and now he's not.
You guys see what happened?
I just saw him flying. I don't know.
You saw him flying?
Yeah, I saw him flying. I was flying.
Okay. Did you see the actual hit the car or no?
No, but I saw him flying.
Where were you at before?
I was going to listen to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
You were behind the car, yeah?
No, I already turned. And I was getting real slow. I heard something, pow, and I saw him flying.
You were already here and he was behind you?
No. I already turned.
Yeah.
They were coming. I already turned. I just saw him fly. They hit him. When I was looking from the mirror, I saw him.
Behind you?
Yes.
Yes, okay.
From my mirror,
okay.
yes.
Okay. Were they going fast, could you tell, or anything like that?
I couldn't tell, but I just saw from my mirror.
Okay.
43 on the females that were in the car.
All of them?
Yes. I think it's 3. I think.
In this car?
Jesus Christ, dude.
Hello? Hello?
This is, I think, probably the answers.
You're on your Bluetooth.
I'm sorry?
You're on your Bluetooth. Whoever's on the phone.
Oh, is that me? She's injured. She's injured on her hand.
And I think my face is injured.
Okay, that's it.
That lady said he tried to kill himself and she knows him, her right here. Her right all the way to the back. She was talking to him. She said
You four were in the car, right?
Yes, we were in the car.
You already talked to him to get your
yes.
information?
You know him?
All I know is I met him on the street. And I know he drinks a little, but I don't know very much about him.
How long ago have you known him?
I didn't really know him.
When did you meet him?
A few weeks ago, he just had a couple drinks and then he walked off. I don't know him like that.
You guys were drinking together tonight?
No, we weren't. We weren't together.
You were drinking?
But he wasn't with me.
But he was drinking tonight too, though?
I don't know. He wasn't with me.
So why are you up here? What brought you up here?
I don't know. All I seen was the crash, dude. I don't know.
I'm saying, like, you hang out around here or what? That's what I'm just trying to figure out what.
Yeah, I'm around here a lot, but I don't know the man like that.
Okay, so he didn't.
She was weird to me because they wouldn't even have walked up to her to basically say anything if she wasn't at the scene, number one. Number two, had she not told those girls in the car, I know him, because they don't know her to know that she knew him. So why'd you tell them that? And now you're defensive about knowing him. She was a very weird part of this video to me. Like, why are you defensive about this?
Saying about wanting to kill something like that.
No, because I don't know him.
Did you tell that to anybody that was here?
No, I don't know the man like that.
Were y'all arguing at all?
No, I don't know the gentleman, man. I don't.
They say like he just ran out in front of him. That's all.
Was it you that said that she told y'all something?
Yes, I got out the car and I said, did he say anything? Because he just ran in the road. And she said his animals just died. He killed himself. She said that she said, I don't know, he just himself. He was an alcoholic. His animals just died. His animals just died. So I don't know if he just, it was literally, nobody seen him. He wasn't even going that fast.
Where was he crossing out at?
Right here. Had to be right here because we were just driving and then she was like, he just, she was standing. Yeah, she was with him.
Like by the trash can.
Yeah.
Okay. How far out in the roadway did he get? Who's driving?
She was driving. It literally had to be like this, like a drop and then just hit. Like it literally had to be him literally waiting on the car because there was nobody here, like no cars.
But
no people.
Only the pitting was in this lane, right?
Yeah, we were in this lane right here.
Okay. How fast do you think you were going?
Probably like 35. Literally. 35, 40, maybe 40. And nobody else is out here. It's not even a lot of cars or nothing. And she was saying like he might have just lost his people or something.
Okay, does anybody want to go to the hospital?
No, I'm okay.
What's going on about his animals? They died or something?
The animals didn't die, and I don't know what you're talking about, but the man got hit by a car, is all I know.
Yeah, but you told these girls that he told you his animals just died?
I don't know what they're talking about. The man just got hit by a car.
That's true. I know that.
So I'm not sitting here and arguing with anyone.
Okay.
And it's not my fault that they're out here picking up suits either.
Who's picking up?
Oh, she self-snitched right there. Noir Angel and April RN. Yeah, she self-snitched. Cause who brought up prostitutes? They didn't ask They didn't ask anything about prostitutes. Yeah, I think she's self-snitching right there.
Who is? Okay. But you gotta hang out. You got. How fast are you going?
About 25 to 30 miles. Yeah, no, I kept looking down at the Molly because I had to remember to drive to, because I was driving to DUIs to my house. I say it restaurant.
So he ran out in front of you?
Yes.
Yeah, that statement from that lady was everything.
Where did he run out in front of you from?
But like literally right in front of this,
He came from this way or this way?
He was walking.
You go by the office to pick up some screen.
And I didn't see him until he was literally in front of my car.
She's saying.
Okay. She said they were going 35 miles per hour to 40 miles per hour at most. And then he ran out in front of the car unexpectedly. I could see him stumbling or running out in front of the car unexpectedly because that's that lady drinking buddy and possibly a different kind of buddy on top of that. So I could see that. But the injuries that is showing the driver, and I think her face kind of got hurt too. I'm like, that don't seem like a 35 to 40 possible. I mean, it could be. It could be. I don't know. Thankfully, I've never had to have a wreck at that speed, so I don't know. But when y'all see the ending, that's why I'm now thinking about this moment because of what happens at the end, what they decide, what the courts decide, and things like that. That's why I'm like, and also I believe she's under the influence. On top of all that,
West to east is where he was crossing. They all said he stepped out 1 or 2 steps from here, so drivers having a different account.
Okay.
Walking across here, but
Obviously it was over here.
yeah. So they described, the other 3 girls described these bushes and this trash can. They mentioned trash can.
Yeah.
Right here. And this lady here is a friend who's recanting on what she told them. But when it happened, they got out, asked her some stuff like what the heck, who is he, what just happened. She told them that she knows him, he's an alcoholic, and his animals just died. So but now she's not saying, she's like, I know what you're talking about. He got hit by a car.
Okay. I don't know him, and I don't know these women. They're in the car together. I don't know any of these women.
Where did you come from? I got here super
I'm
late.
from Tampa. All I heard was a bam, and they said that they hit me. That's all I know.
Okay. Well, I just mean like you just happen to be sitting right here?
I just thank God that I'm not driving. I'm not responsible for this.
No one says responsible.
this is what got me too. Why do you have to say I'm not responsible for this? Why would anybody think you're responsible for it? This is why the end of this video kind of bothered me, because of this lady right here. This made it so weird.
I don't think you're responsible at all. I just want to make sure that you didn't see anything that you might have saw, or if you know him, if he did this on purpose or anything.
I met him a couple weeks ago. He just had a beer sitting on the bus bench next to me, and then somebody picked me up and I left. I don't know him.
The stories of what they saw is different from what she saw. She saw westbound and eastbound crossed, and they all say stepped out a few steps off the road this way. Trash can.
Oh, she says it's different.
She said
from over there. Yeah. What lane were you all in?
Is this the right?
Closest to the sidewalk?
Yes, closest to the sidewalk.
And were you guys going fast? You know?
No, I would say like 25 to 30 miles per hour.
Okay. And what was the next thing you remember? You guys were driving up here?
Yeah, we were driving and I was looking at my phone. And my friend actually had the GPS so that my sister that was driving didn't have to keep looking down at her phone. We were driving and then next thing you know, it was just a loud boom. But mind you, I thought we hit somebody, like as in the car. And I looked outside and I didn't see no car. And then when I got out the car, I seen shoes. And that's when I immediately was like, oh my God. And I looked in front of the car and then I seen him laying on the floor.
What'd you do after that?
I kind of started panicking. I ain't gonna lie, because I've never been in nothing like this. I started panicking. My sister never been nothing like this, so we both were panicking. And then I walked up to him to make sure, like I kept saying hello, hello. He kept like doing like 5 every 2 minutes though. It was weird. And I kind of seen his teeth on the floor, so I panicked. But I immediately seen somebody on the sidewalk that was originally like with them. The lady that y'all probably let her go. She was a lady that was
I know,
right
yeah,
here.
yeah.
Yeah. And I walked up to her and she was like, well, all I know is he was an alcoholic and he said that he was going to unalive himself. He just lost his pets. That's what she said to me. And then that's when the police came.
Okay. 4 girls were coming in the car. They came from a pool party. Coming up the road, I guess this guy bolted across the road in front of them. She hit him, got out. I think that the driver is drinking. She seems like she's been slurring and stuff like that. Can you see that? What color is it?
Red.
We'll follow this red light with your eyes on. You understand? You said you're not taking any medication other than your amoxicillin. And you haven't consumed any alcohol beverages. However, I do see some indicators when I look at your eyes and makes me uncomfortable with my investigation. Okay. Would you be willing to perform for just by the exercise? Okay. So what?
I think that was her ultimate demise. Driving under the influence. I feel like they possibly would have looked into that sketchy woman more if there was no possibility of this woman being under the influence. And also, oh, never mind, that was the other lady. That was a passenger that said she just thought they hit a car. Because I was gonna say, if the driver said that, like, she should be looking at the road, so she should know, but I think the driving under the influence just made them focus on her. But that woman is suspicious. Thank you for the super chat, my joy, my peace. 35 miles per hour is not going to throw that man in the air like that, plus all her injuries. And how do they know how fast she was going if they were looking at the phone and not the speedometer? Only part I can kind of answer on your last part was that if they were looking at the GPS to see where they were going, it'll show how fast you're going on, how Google Maps and stuff will do. So it'll show your speed down at the bottom left. So she could have been looking at that for the speed, but I don't think she was just going 35. I feel like she was underestimating because, you don't want to say how fast you were going and now you didn't hit somebody. But yeah, because I don't know, what does a 35 mile per hour impact do? What does a 40 mile per hour impact do to you as the driver? Can you get injured like that? Like cut up like that? That's what keeps bothering me about them saying how fast they were going. And then her under the influence part. She's not good for her.
I want you to do is take a couple steps up and stand right here where I'm shining my light, please.
No problem. And also, I just wanted to let you know, I do have a slight imbalance because I did have an early injury on my right ankle.
What happened to you?
I fell off a skateboard and my ankle snapped.
How long ago?
That was about when I was like 9 years ago, but I really don't walk on my ankle a lot. I work on the computer, so.
Okay. Stand right here for me. Okay. So this line you'll be using to perform the exercise.
Okay.
I'm going to demonstrate to you what you need to do, and then after I'm finished doing so, that's when I'll have you perform the exercise. Okay? Mm-hmm. You understand those instructions?
Yes.
You have any questions before you begin?
No, I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little bit nervous.
I understand you're nervous. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to take your time and compose yourself before you're ready to begin. But what I'd like to know while you're doing that is whether or not you understand the instructions or if you have any questions.
No, I'm just concerned because I really am nervous.
Take your time, compose yourself, and then when you're ready to begin, get back in the starting position and you can start walking, okay? So, hang on. Begin when you're ready.
Turn this way.
Do it just the way I showed you.
I think that it is not a good idea to do a field sobriety test and you just got in a car accident. I don't know how common it is to ask someone to do a field sobriety test and they just got into a car accident and she's visibly injured. The breathalyzer could be a thing. I get that. Blood test, get that. But I don't know about balance testing as part of the field sobriety test and they got into an accident. You can still see if they have alcohol in their system without this. Because I just feel like this wouldn't work anyway. Like, you're shook up from an accident and then she's actually injured. Let me see. Ace Moonshot said, impact force calculation, it would throw a man up to 50 feet if it hit at 35 miles per hour. But lots of variables, of course. I'll take that. My Joy, My Peace said they were jamming out like the guy from the video before this one and speeding, in my opinion. I do suspect speeding. I do. Sweet Tea said at least she stopped at the scene. Did that. Yeah, she stayed. We'll give her that one, Sweet Tea.
Okay. What I'm like to have you do next is take a few steps down the line again and stand right in this spot where I'm shining my. Just walk normally, and then turn and face that car, please. Stand with both feet together like this, heel to heel, toe to toe. Don't move, okay? You'll stand on one leg while lifting the other leg off the ground by approximately 6 inches and count out loud in the following fashion: 1 1,000, 2 1,000. You understand the instructions?
I do understand.
Are you ready to begin?
1 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000, 4 1,000, 13 1,000, 14 1,000, 15 1,000, 25 1,000.
You can stop. You can put your foot down. Okay, you can relax over here for a second for me. Excuse me, ma'am. We're going to have a detective come out and talk to you. I'm going to ask you to just have a seat in my car while we wait, okay?
Are being detained?
Yes, they're being detained. Like I said, the detective has to come out and talk to you.
Walk me through what happened again.
Okay, I was sitting right here on this bus bench.
Okay.
And I just heard a bam.
Where was he coming from?
He was coming from right here across the street, and then she just hit him like that. That's all I seen.
The first time I asked you, you said that he was in front of you on that side of the road.
No. He was coming across. He was crossing the street as the car was coming this way, and it just bam.
Okay.
That's
what
it.
lane was he in? Okay. So there's the yellow lines.
I know. She was driving this way, and he was coming across the street.
Okay, so there's the yellow lines. Was he on the lane closest to the yellow lines or on the farthest lane?
She was going that way in between the yellow lines, and he was crossing the street, and they collided. Like, she hit him.
I get it. Was her car in this lane when he hit her?
Her car was in this lane.
Was in this lane. Okay. When you were sitting on that bus stop, you were watching him walk across the street when he got hit. Okay. Thank you so much.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. You may use any of these rights at any time before or during questioning, and you may stop the interview at any time. Okay? Do you understand all these rights I read you?
Yes.
Okay. So I just have a few questions to ask you about the car. Were you the driver of the vehicle?
Yes.
Okay. What do you see exactly as you're driving? What do you see happen?
So as I'm driving, I'm looking at my GPS. I see that the light is green. I'm going the speed limit. I'm looking at my speed limit and my speed limit on my GPS at the same time as I'm driving past the light.
Okay.
I crossed over from, I'm driving like this way, so I was in the left lane.
Okay.
I got over to the right. As I'm passing here, I'm getting past like this, like past right here, like past the bus stop kind of. And as I'm passing the bus stop, I see shirt and shorts, and then hit my car.
Okay. Now you say you're looking at the GPS and you're looking at your speedometer. Is that what I got from it?
Yes.
How fast was your speedometer saying?
It was about, if I was correct, I would say like about
28 to 30?
Yes.
No. Okay, first let me say thank you. Thank you for gifting a Trendy Tribe membership, My Joy, My Peace. And it went to Sweet Tea. Sweet Tea, always sending me stuff. I hope you enjoy it back there. I did do a couple updates recently, so definitely hope you enjoy your membership. And you can use your emojis and all that stuff. The friend said they were going 35 to 40, and I thought she was underestimating with that one. The driver is now saying, I think I was going, what'd you say, 25 to 30? That's not good. Come on now.
And how fast on your GPS, how fast did it say the speed limit for this area was?
I don't think it was 35.
Okay, so the GPS says 35, and then your speed, you're saying about 28 to 30.
Yes.
So where did you first see the pedestrian now? Was he standing in the roadway, or he walked in front of you, or like how did that go?
Honestly, truthfully, I did not see him until he was directly in front of my car. I didn't see if he was running or if he was walking. I didn't see. All I see was his finger was facing this way, and then it just
when
hit
you're
my
facing
car.
this way, like sideways or to your car?
No, like facing this way.
Okay.
Like as if he was walking from across the street.
Gotcha. Could you? I know it happened so fast. Could you tell if he had like a pace to him, or if he was just stationary? I know it happened very fast.
I honestly couldn't tell. Like everything is around me. Like honestly, if you turn my headlights on my car, you'll see like my headlights are like very dim. So I literally only could see like directly what's in front of me. So when I seen him, the only thing that I seen was his shirt and shorts, and that was about it.
I see. I got you. Makes sense. What do you do there? As soon as like the pedestrian gets there, what do you do?
I hit my brakes immediately.
Immediately?
Yeah.
Okay.
My brakes are a little bit faulty.
I remember. Oh no, it's the details. The devil's in the details. She just said my headlights are very dim, so I can only see what's right in front of me. So you're driving a car that is not safe to be on the road, if you're gonna say that. Now her brakes are faulty as well. It's stacking on her, y'all. It's stacking up against her on this one. Under the influence, allegedly. Looking at her GPS, because you know, you kind of let the friend look, because you know that's not gonna help her. Oh, the lights and the brakes. I forgot.
They don't work all the way, or
like
all
they,
the
no, they
sometimes?
skip. Like
Oh,
if
they
I
skip.
if I hit it too fast, like they'll skip. Like
So the car stops. Do you like get out of the car to check and see like what happened?
so, as soon as it happened, like I instantly go into shock because I honestly did not know what was going on. I looked down, I just see blood, like, and my little sister hops out the car first, and she was just like, "Money, check the car," and I get out, and that's when I realized everything was happening. I'm checking on him. I asked him if he was fine. I see that he was breathing, but unfortunately,
yeah. So. Did you like do CPR on him?
No, I did grab his arm a little bit to ask him.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yes, that was about it.
Is she his mom?
Oh, I was responding in the chat. Sweet Tea just said, and no license. Did she just say she don't have a good license, y'all? Oh, please. You can't get much worse. This I'm starting to see how the attention went back from being the woman that was suspicious in the beginning. Golly. Possibly drunk, bad lights, horrible brakes. And Sweet Tea said license. So did something happen with this license? I looked down, I was in the chat. Yeah, face palm level of self-snitching is correct, Ace Moonshot. And hold on. Zach said it's the car's fault. It's not her fault. LaDon says she should have shut up. Yeah.
Shared mom?
Yeah, shared.
Okay.
Both my children.
I got you, man. What's your name? My name's also Bear. Okay, 10 police officer. So, I'm pretty sure they already kind of told you what was happening. I don't know if you want to close the door. And,
I got 2 babies in here too.
Oh, okay.
So,
I got you. Yeah, you came a long way from Ruskin. So right now, they're doing an interview right now. They're doing their whole investigation. To the person that
died?
Yes. That's why we're doing this big investigation, and that's why they're kind of figuring out exactly what happened, what she saw and stuff. But she said when she was driving here in this area, the guy just appeared. That's all she could tell us, that she couldn't see him running, walking. She said she was just driving, looking forward, and then like he just appeared. She didn't even know if he ran up. Everybody else is saying, I'm pretty sure he ran up. But she specifically states that I don't remember him running or walking. He was just facing that way. So it's kind of like, hey, we have to try to figure out what's going on. She's in the back of that maroon police car. Right now, we can't go over there because they're doing their investigation. We have this tied up because we have to redo this crash and try to figure out exactly how it happened and what happened. As far as I've seen, and I think the girls also saw, she got searched, got put in the back of the police car with no handcuffs. And I think that's where she's at. You might be able to even see her. She's in the maroon police car, full transparency. You can look at her. You can't just go over there and walk. So that's where we're at right now. Yes, ma'am. You got any other questions? That's as far as I know.
Did the person have family? Like,
I haven't.
Nobody knows that?
No one has identified him. We're working on that too. Yeah. So I'm unsure if the investigators need to talk with them still. Yes, ma'am. I'll be right here if you need it.
She was charged with DUI, driving without license, and vehicular manslaughter.
Vehicular manslaughter and driving without license. So confirmation on Sweet Tea saying and no license. I'm surprised they didn't get her on the stuff about her car not functioning properly. Might as well add it to everything else. The lady was her mom. That was her mom, I believe, that we just saw. Ooh, girl. Dang. I mean, the DUI. And he even said she kind of hurt herself when everybody else said they saw the man walking into the road, but she said she never saw him until she hit him, which means your attention or your reaction time was bad. Also dangerous, on top of your headlights, on top of your license, on top of your brakes. Girl. My joy, my peace rounded me out on this one. Thank you for the super chat. She said, yeah, he probably did run out because he was drinking with the lady of the night. She should not have been drinking. Yes, I agree. Okay, yes, a smooth shot. Y'all do, yeah, have a good one. Y'all be safe as well. I will see you tomorrow morning. I'll go ahead and set up the thing just so you can hit the notify me button. But yeah, I will see y'all tomorrow morning for the more non-fatal body cams. All right, well, I'll see y'all later. Thank you for spending time with me. That first video was rough. So thank y'all that stuck through that. And I understand for the ones that didn't. I get it. All right, y'all. See you soon. Bye.